Greetings, my lords and my ladies. GMNikson is with you once more, and tonight we will talk about the crucial resource that affects our gameplay in a very significant way. Soul crystals, or purple shards. In this video I will talk about their main usage and efficient ways to obtain them. Soul crystals have two primary purposes. First one is to develop your passive skill in the Tower of Knowledge. In order to max out one epic or orange skill, you will need to spend 143,300 soul crystals, with level 8 being the most expensive, costing you 72,000 crystals. That is said, while the difference between level 7 and 8 is not very significant, I would advise you to level up your passive abilities to level 5, 7, especially if you are struggling with obtaining extra soul crystals. Don't try to max out everything. You will get there eventually. Second usage for purple shard is market shopping. You can buy certain immortal fragments, stardust and resources on the market. Although I wouldn't advise you spending soul crystals on resources, as it is basically a waste. Now that we have determined the primary purposes of soul crystals, let's talk about the ways to obtain them. Yet again, there are two primary ways of obtaining soul crystals. First of them is Rebel Camps event, that takes place once a month and allows you to farm gnomes for sigils that will let you spawn rebel camps. Upon destroying each camp, you will receive a certain amount of soul crystals depending on the level of the camp. This method is practically the only way to farm crystals in-game directly. Keep in mind that you don't have to use all your sigils during the event. You can stock them up and use later. They will not disappear. Second method is the major way of obtaining soul crystals. Immortal fragments dismantling. You can dismantle excessive or unneeded immortal fragments at the forge. Green for 5, blue for 20, purple for 50 and orange for 100 soul crystals per fragment respectively. If you don't want to recycle your fragments by accident, you can always lock them up by using a special feature. Just click on the lock and then on the fragments that you want to keep, and they will never be dismantled until you unlock them again. Now we have another question. How can we obtain a significant amount of immortal fragments for dismantling? And there are yet multiple ways to get them. First one is Arena Shop, which offers a number of immortal fragments each season, although your main focus in this specific shop should be stardust. You might still spend some excessive points on extra immortal fragments. Mysterium Shop offers a wider range of immortal fragments. However, here we have better options too in terms of exclusive artifact schematics. Advanced Summoning will be your main source of immortal fragments, as most of the time you will get low-tier immortals that can be easily dismantled. Finally, most profitable and my favorite way of farming immortal fragments, and as a result soul crystals, is GP Merit Shop. Keep in mind that this method will require you to spend a sizable amount of gems and purchase a golden medallion, as you will need to acquire a huge amount of merit coins. Each season we have an access to random element immortal fragments, 10 per each element, which in turn can grant us 3000 immortal fragments at the cost of 3000 merit coins. All these juicy fragments can be converted into 300,000 soul crystals. I have to mention one extra way of obtaining soul crystals: immortal spirit chests that contain random amount of soul crystals. These chests are pretty rare, and one of the ways to obtain them is GT Arcade Points Shop. As I have shown you, there are a number of ways to obtain a significant amount of soul crystals that in turn can become sought after immortal fragments on the market a long-awaited upgrade of a passive skill in the Tower of Knowledge. I hope you'll find this video useful and see you again in the Infinity Kingdom. Bye bye!